Put this foam roller long on the mat. The pelvis is at one end. Take an inhale. You're going to really like these posture stretches. Your head is on the mat and your arms can open up like a Y, or if that's too much, you can be more like a T, but the palm is facing up. And this is the main stretch. Notice how your shoulders are getting a passive stretch. So a lot of times we do active stretches. Now we're just trying to let go. If you can add on one more thing, you can put your feet together and let your knees open up, a supine bound angle. That's just a nice hip opener. Now breathe in through your nose. Feel your upper back, feel your chest. And as you exhale, release any tension in that upper back and that chest. The shoulders are relaxing to the floor. The inhale can open up the thoracic spine. Breathe in fully. Expand the rib cage, expand the upper back, expand the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you can put your feet back on the floor and just gently come off to the side. We're going to take that same foam roller, and you may need a block, you may not, or a pillow, or even a half block. So the upper back, the part of your back is the most round. That's where you're putting the foam roller. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put my block sideways, my arms out like a T or a Y, so a field goal post. And my feet are on the floor, knees bent. That way I can, this is a way to start with a more modified position. Remember, pillows will work. That's it, fold up that pillow. Now, this is a passive extension on the most rounded part of your back. If your hips don't touch the floor comfortably, put a little pillow underneath your glutes. And if you have, so let's say your block, it turns all sorts of ways. You could try different ways if you need more or less help. So I'm going to take it out just because I have a long neck and a pretty open thoracic spine. But you might need more support. You don't want too much of a fold anywhere in your back. So where your skull meets your neck, it has a hyperextensive tendency. You don't want that to feel like there's a crick in your neck. So breathe in and try to relax your upper back. Now you might be able to do the feet together and the knees wide here. Relax your upper back. This is a passive stretch for posture. Opening up the front chest, the shoulders, the anterior deltoids, allowing the back body to get opposite the way it normally is in life. Keep exhaling away any tension in your body. Breathe in fully to your chest and your upper back. Breathe in fully to your upper torso. Relax with every exhale. One more. Notice how you feel. You can put your feet on the floor, put one hand behind your head and tuck up your chin. Now I'm going to get rid of the yoga foam roller, and I want you to just notice how your back feels. Isn't that wonderful? Now the last part is this little foam roller underneath your sacrum. That's going to release your psoas, which is the hip flexor that pulls on your low back in lordosis. And when the low back gets pulled in lordosis, the upper back wants to get kyphotic or rounded. Now, another option is to put one leg long. That's going to do a single. Looks like you've already got it. You could do 2 legs long. If you do 2 legs, sometimes you have to adjust. That roller should be underneath that crease. It should not hurt your back. It should feel delicious. You could even do a field goal post here if you want. If that's too much, just put it beside you. Breathe in. Let your psoas go. Let your hip flexor relax. Your main job is to breathe and relax. How's that for a good job? Breathe in and relax. Just breathe in. through your nose if you can, and drop that breath down to your diaphragm if you can, where the low back attachments are. Breathe in and relax. The psoas sometimes takes longer to relax than the other areas. It attaches the upper body to the lower body. It's an emotional gripping muscle, and it's in flexion so much during the day. So take another breath here and let it go. Now when you're ready, slide your feet on the floor and take your yoga foam roller out and rest, either legs long or feet on the floor. And I want you to just notice how your body feels on the mat. Isn't that awesome? When you notice that there's been a release of tension, that is evidence that it's not structural, that it's muscular, and we can work with that. Now just take about 5 inhale, exhale cycles, just being with you, who you really are without your labels and your identifiers. You're so much more than anything could describe you. Take another inhale as if you're sealing that posture with your fascia. And as you're ready, come up into a seated position. And when you sit, notice if it's easier to sit up taller. You can sit any way you want. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Let go of any tension. Breathe in and just notice how good your body feels. And really get comfortable with this feeling of wellness and strength and flexibility and openness. This is your natural state. The more in communion you are with that resting homeostatic place of wellness and peace, the easier it is for your body to give you signals when it slightly deviates, and it will tell you what it needs to get back into calibration. We'll let that be our intention today. I intend to fully appreciate all of the wellness signals my body's always giving me. It lets me know when I'm thirsty, needs a fresh breath of air, sunshine, to listen to a bird. It's giving me signals all the time. I'm really glad I have that working on my favor. With so much appreciation,